That's right, kids. We're talking about nuts today. I've seen one of those forums and even on YouTube, those videos come up on my feed about the nut, right? People put so much emphasis on that. They put too much of their attention on that because they're probably not practicing, right? The nut on this is probably bone. Bone. I don't know. I'm just a simple guy playing the guitar. You know, it's not like the nut is made of, as Mr. Paul Reed Smith would put it, if you're putting rubber, that's a bit of an exaggeration, man. Of course, if it's rubber, it's not gonna have a good tone on it, obviously. But yeah, people put too much attention on the nut, which is not really the material. It doesn't really matter, bro. To be honest with you, because my whole time I've been playing guitar, I never really cared. Don't care. I cared about getting better. It's not virtuosic. It's just, it's a good skill level, whatever you want to say. There are forums, there are threads, entire threads that are, or posts, threads that are dedicated to this kind of stuff. I don't know, bro. Like, oh, what's your nut? Oh, I got the Irvana compensated nut. Why, yes. But, bro, I want to have a look at what's going on my channel. What I have here. If I look at way back to my first electric guitar. In fact, if I look at this one, right? My old classical. I think this is a plastic nut. In fact, I think the E string at one point was so low, I don't know how, because it's never really been filed. It's become so low that I had to improvise something. I think I must have used super glue with some kind of dust. I don't remember if I used some kind of dust with super glue or just super glue. I filled up the slot and then just a tiny bit, and then I filed it so that the E string is going to be at the right height. Pretty much perfect now. This guitar served me well. Plastic nut, guys. Even on my Tanglewood. My Tanglewood Les Paul copy. That one has a plastic nut. Never cared. Never cared. And it sounded good. And I have you remember my LTD, my M1000. That one has the metal nut from the Floyd Rose. It's alright, it's good. The first electric guitar that I owned had, well, I don't know, had like a black nut on it. Probably like some kind of composite, probably plastic, and then behind that was a nut that's similar to the Floyd Rose, a locking nut. It was a different design then. You got the nut, and then behind it is the locking because it had a tremolo on it. Now, when we look at, if I'm gonna look at my old videos, for example, the ones where I've discovered Metallica, and then that's when my playing really got much better. This is when you will see my first electric guitar. This one here, Unforgiven. Keep in mind, this one was me using a Zoom, either 505-2 or a Zoom G1X. And then that was just going into the, if you see that, this boombox here, the JVC boombox, that was my amp. That was where my Zoom was plugged into. And the Zoom was plugged into the mic port of that, I believe, because instead of the auxiliary in, it was plugged into the mic in, only because it was a bit louder. I would get a bit more volume on it, right? This one was 18 years ago, back when YouTube was sort of just starting out. 2005, I believe it started out. And I had as you can see, the quality of the video, I just found this JVC Handycam that my dad owned, and then I just used that and then uploaded it, I think by Firewire or some really old tech USB 1 or something. I made it work. I uploaded videos. I didn't know the concept of miking here. It was just the JVC that was capturing the sound of the JVC from where it was. Room tone and everything. Intonation was bad on this guitar. The strings were also old. Right, and then the comments, they're pretty good. Like overall, they're pretty positive. Bro, not one of these comments are them being all like, oh bro, the tone is pretty bad. This and that, because of this and that, and the nut, you need to change the nut, bro. None of that was the comments in there. Not one. This must have been maybe 2 years into my guitar playing, and then you look at, was it Master of Puppets, Welcome Home, Fade to Black, this is with the red guitar, right? Master of Puppets. There was a capo there because the guitar was tuned to E flat, I believe, so that I can play other songs easily, because I didn't have a whammy, Digitech whammy back then. I was poor. Welcome Home Sanitarium. Welcome Home Sanitarium. Bad intonation, bro. I had to compensate for that with bending a little bit. Bad intonation, bro. This was 18 years ago. I know better now. because we improve, don't we? And then we got the when I with my M1000, played Master of Puppets. Same old. I think this one I acquired an amp from a friend, the Hardkey GT60. It's like a little half stack with 4x10 speakers, and still using the Zoom G1X, I think, in there. Sounds a bit thicker now. "17 years ago." This one has a metal nut from the, as I said from before, from the Floyd Rose metal nut. Didn't matter. Guitar played good overall. I was able to practice. I was able to concentrate on getting better. Oh, I need a Ivana compensated nut so that I can play better. I'll sound better. Bro, I had an ESP Eclipse. ESP Eclipse 1, the pre-lawsuit one, the one that Gibson was mad about, the 4-knob one. That one probably had it probably had a bone nut. I don't remember. I mean, it probably had a Ivana compensated nut or a bone nut. It didn't matter to me. All I wanted to do was to get better and practice this, make some Metallica videos. Here's a solo from one of my band songs on the ESP. Eight years ago. What a brilliant guitar this was. I still don't know why I sold this. I'm kicking myself, man, but it's a great guitar. But yeah, lucky for me, man. I was more driven to practice and get better and learn songs. It paid off in the long run. It paid off. Rather than thinking about the small things so much. There's another one with when I was using the Tanglewood. If you wanna go back, man, if you wanna go back to all my earliest videos, none of them talk about the nut. They're mostly positive reviews on, because I was able to pull off the solos, right? This one here. Plastic nut. Had an Ernie Bowa. Look at my microphones, bro. This is what I think I was doing miking on this one, cab miking. This is my microphones. These are $10 computer microphones. Two of them. Just things that would make it work at that time, right? You know, all that really matters, man, is that the nut is of a decent quality, even if it's plastic. As long as it's not a soft compound. When would you buy a guitar with a soft compound nut anyway? Whatever you buy a guitar, whatever nut that comes with it is probably gonna be fine. The important thing to note is that is the nut cut right? Is the nut cut to the right height so that it's easy to fret the first fret? Get a tech to have a look at it. When you buy a guitar, just have him set up the guitar, see if you can get a free setup from your purchase. You know, have a look at they'll check the nut height. They'll file it accordingly, and they'll file it to match the string gauge that you're going to be using on it. And then just practice. Don't worry about these little stuff. But apart from that, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope you learned something about this. Hope you'll stop thinking about the less important stuff. Good morning.